Welcome back to Main Street Living. Quincy, Danielle, most of us don't love the thought of going to the dentist. Well, unless you're Danielle. But if we do need dental work done, we want to make sure it gets done right the first time. Right,
Yeah,
Q?
yeah, it's so true, Cheryl. But the big factor in doing it right is having the proper tools, which in 2023 means having the latest technology. Dr. Espinosa with Bonita Del Rey Dental is here to tell us more about the latest in dental technology. Welcome back to Main Street Living, Doc. How are you?
Hey guys, how are you guys? I'm doing great, and I'm really excited to be back here. And especially the topic that we have today
Yeah.
is really excited about it. So I'm ready.
Yeah, well, what's interesting, the last time we had you on 6 months ago, I had just gotten my 6 month cleaning, and here we are. I just got my 6 month cleaning. It's like, are you watching me?
I'm I'm not watching you, but I'm proud of you. I'm really proud.
All right, well, let's get into it. Like, how much has the dentistry changed over the last few years, and why is it so important that dentists invest in the latest dental technology that you guys have?
uh, Dentistry, like everything nowadays, just keeps changing exponentially, like year after year. If you compare the way dentists, well, some dentists still work that way, but anyways, if you compare the technology that we had available 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even a couple of years ago, it's a totally different ball game. It's a totally different way of doing our work. And specifically, the way this helps is what you just mentioned before. Nobody really likes to go to the dentist because the experiences, historically have not been really nice. But nowadays, with all the tech that we have, all the gadgets, and honestly, we just make it really easy. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, yeah, I would bet.
It's good news for everybody. I mean, let's talk about CT scans. For those who don't know, what is a CT scan and why is it important to have a CT scan for dental implant procedures?
Yeah. So basically, like for the last hundreds of years, we only use the X-rays that dentists use used to be like a 2D image. Let's say you're looking at a picture. That's the image that we used to have forever. Now a 3D or a CT scan, we actually get a 3D image of whatever we're trying to look at from our patients. So with implantology, honestly, in my thoughts is that everybody should be doing implants with a 3D image from the patient because it gives you really now not only a two-way picture, but actual model of the patient's bone and structures, bone density, and it helps a lot. It helps a lot in safety. Some people had in the past bad experience with implants, but basically it's more because there weren't the proper tools to diagnose them. We really never had any something bad happen in 15 years of doing implants because we've
Wow.
been using CT scan since the beginning. It's a great tool to have.
Well, one cool thing that you guys have in house is something called a digital lab. So, explain what are the benefits of having something like that?
Well, a digital lab is something that is really came up in the last, let's say, 2 3 years in dentistry. It used to be that, let's say, if I want to make a set of teeth over your implants or veneers or something, I took a model of the patient and then I send it out to a lab, and the lab, whatever they were, just off-site, they worked on it, but they really didn't know whose teeth were in whose person. So now we do everything here in-house. We have all the technology, all the equipment, 3D printers, and all this stuff. So we can actually customize each set of teeth is customized for that specific person,
That is
and
cool.
it makes a huge change. We control everything here. So say if you're 6 feet tall or if you're 4 feet tall, we are going to customize something for you. And we used to not be able to do that. Everybody got the same before.
That's a good
Right. So you
benefit.
can, yeah, you can see why it's important to have a specialist with an in-house lab. What is a 3D dental printer and why should we choose a dentist who has one of those on site?
So season one, imagine that. Who could imagine that now we could 3D print teeth? And we can. It used to be that to make a tooth, somebody needed to like make it from nothing, wax it up and whatever, and depending on the ability of that person, and you only count a few persons around the world that were really, really good at it, then you get the result. Now we just access a digital library of thousands of smiles, and we just choose what fits better, and then we 3D print it. So it's like it's great. The results are really consistent all the time.
Yeah,
Mm.
and Doc, you've got this thing. It's called a therapeutic laser that you use on your patients. You got to tell us about that quickly. Like, how does that help with healing after dental surgery?
Yes, that's another piece of equipment that we use just to make a better result. Like from the beginning, like you said, 3D scan, okay, you diagnose really good, you're safe with it. And then you use a 3D printer, so you're quick, you're efficient, and you get a beautiful result.
Hmm.
Now you go, okay, now how is the patient going to feel after the treatment? I mean, it is a surgical procedure, so how are we going to make him feel better in the post-op? And a low-level laser therapy really is the same equipment that they use in physical therapy office. It's exactly the same machine. So when you go to physical therapy because you're injured yourself or you need to heal for something or whatever, so now after a surgery, besides medications and everything we use that laser, and then patients don't get swollen, they don't get bruised, and they really minimize any kind of pain afterwards. So it's
I need,
basically better post-op.
yeah, I need something like that after I work out. Thank you.
Well, we know our viewers want to know where this is. So, Dr. Espinosa, how can viewers get in touch with you or get more information?
So it's easy to get in touch with us. I mean, of course, if you Google Dr. Ale Espinosa online, you're going to find all kinds of stuff. But bonitadelrey.com. Our phone number is 619-482-3264. And we are in San Diego, in sunny San Diego.
Nice.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Dr. Espinosa. We appreciate you coming by and brightening our day.
Always a pleasure talking to you guys. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Quincy, my problem is I have to brush my teeth all the time because I love to eat sugar. So, coming up next, cupcakes, anybody?